Yeah, it came surprisingly, very surprisingly in my personal opinion, and to be very open and transparent as always with you guys. When I woke up this Friday morning, I got already many messages from you out there on Instagram. By the way, follow me on Instagram, on Twitter as well. Those are the social media that I use the most beside my YouTube channel here. And when I opened also my emails, I knew there was something going on. I saw the SEC filing that showed that Chamath Palihapitiya, the chairman of the board of Virgin Galactic and the guy who brought Virgin Galactic to the stock market, actually sold all his personal shares. Now this sounds first shocking, and accordingly the stock reacted, but let me tell you in this vlog what I really think, and what I really think that some people are seeing this too micro on that, all right? This picture is much bigger. It's bigger than you and me. It's bigger than Virgin Galactic. So all of that will be clear in this vlog. But first, let's dive into the technicals. What actually happened? What happened in the last couple of weeks? Because in December, we had this similar situation where Chamath Palihapitiya sold many stocks. So let's dive in. So this is the Form 4 of the SEC, just for you out guys. This is the official form that the owners or directors or specific owners that own 10 or more % of the company need to file to announce that they are selling or buying more shares, okay? And as you can see here, name and address of reporting person is Chamath Palihapitiya, and actually you can see here that he sold on the 2nd and 3rd of March many stocks, okay? So here he sold like 1.3 almost a million shares for 33.88, then 310,000, 700,000, 710,000, and around, you know, the pricing of 33, 34 to up to 37, up to 35 in the end. And then this led him obviously with 0 shares, as you can see here in this picture. Now, however, you can see here there's another number below that, because he is still owning through Social Capital, which is his venture fund and holding company, still 15,750,000 shares. Okay, that's a lot of wood, guys. Okay, that's like $500 million worth of Virgin Galactic. Now let me give you another perspective, because just in December it was filed the following, that, you know, on Form 4 again, Chamath Palihapitiya sold about how many shares he sold back then? I think it's like 1.9 million, then 92,000, and then another, I think that's 1.8 million. So anyway, so in total he sold a lot of shares, around 26, 27, 24, and yeah, that left him with about 6.2 million shares that he sold, all of them just of this week. Now let me just give you the overall situation, because you can imagine that this brings a little bit of panic. And first let me tell you, panic is always bad, okay? Panic for us long-term investors is very good, because we can shop for some discounted prices, and actually, as we saw on Friday, you could do that quite nicely. Now Chamath was from the very beginning very convinced about this investment, but also his grand vision is to put 26 SPACs out there beside his private investments, beside his PIPE investments, which are, you know, public investments in public equity. And you can see here that the vision of investing into companies is much bigger than Virgin Galactic, okay? So he made, because he invested $100 million in the IPO price of $10, so he tripled his money already, and now he's taking this as a risk factor out of that, and also not so much of a risk factor, but to have this capital to invest into another companies, in another SPACs, in the next one, and still keeping 15 million shares, guys. Okay, so I'm not worried at all, right? Okay, this is some money management moves. And also you can see here that he actually said after he sold the first bunch in December that he is fully committed, that he loves the company. It's just about, you know, moving money to other ventures because he has so much to come with so many specs. Do I think it's the right decision? Well, I don't know, but if you're thinking about it, space that, you know, the highest return this year in his old portfolio, he posted it on Twitter as well. So obviously, as a good money manager and in terms of risk management, he has to skip a little bit from the cream and put it into different ventures to maximize the winnings, okay? Now, I believe this kind of far diversification will not guarantee him the best returns, because think about it, what made him billionaire? To invest in single big bets, Bitcoin, Tesla, Amazon, Facebook, and so on. So you can see here that he took very, very big bets, but not too much diversify. And I think like this portfolio becomes so huge because he wants to tackle all of these crazy industries like, you know, education, climate change, and so on. So I think that he's really splitting it too much, in my personal opinion. But this is not his goal to maximize the profits. I think he also put in big effect on the overall economies and the world to make the world a better place with his fortune of the billions of dollars that he's putting in different kind of industries and companies. Now, look at what he said when he just invested into Virgin Galactic. Here we go.
It is that, you know, setting an arbitrary date for something like spaceflight is not the right thing to do. I think you want to move forward in a plan, not move backwards from a date, and give that team who are, you know, the best scientists from NASA, JPL, give them the chance and the opportunity to just build an exceptionally beautiful experience. The thing for you, and you just said it, is we want you to not say you want to be the millionth customer, that you want to be the 10,000th customer or the 1,000th customer.
What'd you say, Sorkin? What you said 10,000th customer, I think.
I said a multiple of
1,000.
No, 8,000, because you had said
We said it. Yeah. Okay. So you're the 8,000.
But by the way, guys, like, and what George said yesterday is they're making amazing progress. Like, you know, working through the FAA, working through the technical capabilities, flying the machines back down to New Mexico, and then on top of that, all this demand keeps piling up. 124% increase in the number of people that want to buy tickets. We've now started to accept pre-reservations.
Right.
If those 8,000 people, just those 8,000 people, doesn't seem like a lot, but when you think that the price could be around 300 grand, that's 2.4 billion of pipeline.
Can I ask you?
We put $800 million into the business. I mean, between secondary and primary. So, you know, there aren't a lot of people that are walking around with $800 million burning a hole in their pocket. So we found a fair valuation for him and for me. I think the other thing, though, Becky, that happened is when you take these things that I just talked about, you know, the dearth of opportunities and the fact that there's so much money on the sidelines, and then apply it to a unique story, I think what happened in the fall was people finally woke up to Tesla, and then people started to say, what else looks very similar to this? I mean, you have to remember, people missed out on a 75x on Tesla over the last decade. I didn't. I was a proponent of the Tesla converts. I've been shredded on Twitter for years and years being a supporter of Elon and that company. We turned out to be right. The shorts turned out to be wrong. And I feel just as emotionally invested and intellectually invested in Virgin. Leon.
So summarized, you can say that he really is convinced about this beauty, all right? This beauty is really convincing because it's definitely in an industry that is quite interesting. Why it's not sharpening out, but you know what I meant, right? It's very, very interesting that some people freak out just because of that, okay? Like Peter Lynch once said, you know, people are selling stocks for many, many reasons. Can be private reasons, they want to buy a house, they want to invest in other companies, they need the money, you know, they maybe need to pay back margin, whatsoever. There's thousands and thousands of reasons, but there's only one reason why people buy the stock, because they think the stock will be worth much, much more in the near future. So yeah, it is a bummer. It's something that has a negative flow, but I feel that we should not panic. Second, he still have $500 million into this company and he holding those shares. If he sells all, if he cancels from the chairman of the board position, then I would start to worry or think, okay, what's going on, you know? But now just, you know, that plus, you know, the leaving of George Whiteside gives us another opportunity to buy more for less. So I'm quite excited. I hope you too. Obviously, never consider this as financial advice, just my personal investment story, and some are following, some are not, but make your own research, make your own investment decisions. And if you want to get all the knowledge that I accumulated over the last couple of years, then check out the x10masterclass.com, my personal video course with hundreds of episodes that I never published here on this channel, how to find X10 opportunities like we did on Tesla, like we did successfully on Virgin Galactic. And I'm super convinced with high conviction that Virgin Galactic will still be a 10x since the purchase price that we purchased from $17 if the fundamental story doesn't change. And you will get also Discord lifetime access to talk 24 hours with other Virgin Galactic investors. So you are happily invited, x10masterclass.com. I'm dropping a full case study with 50 plus videos about Virgin Galactic onto that as well. All those who are bought already in will have it for free. Other people have to pay a higher price to get in. So now it's the last chance, a couple of days left until I drop it. I will let you know, but make sure to get in now for cheap. Huge value, guys. And I would appreciate because you support the channel then as well. Now, with that said, I wish you all the best and happy investing.